Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I thought I'd play a Vectrex game here. This is Spinball, which is, to my knowledge, the only pinball game on the Vectrex. I haven't played this in a long time. I kind of tried out a variety of titles when I first got into the Vectrex. This was one of the originals. I didn't think too much of it, and I never really played it again, but I thought, yeah, you know what, let's give it another whirl. So I think the joystick pulls back, yeah. Okay, and then I think 4 lunges? Yes. Oh, and that pauses. Okay, so what's the other flipper? Oh, okay, use 2 and 3 for your flippers. And 4 does nothing. So you gotta pause. And, ooh, wow, I didn't know it had that. Okay. Pretty decent, oh, that's a, right, I forgot that's a flipper there. Pretty decent ball physics for a digital pinball table. Sound effects are decent. I like the little counter sound there. And let's give this a whirl. Did that even make it? No, of course not. Okay, back down. Let's give it a good shot. There we go. And I know there's an overlay. Oh, that was terrible. I know there's an overlay for this, which I'm thinking would actually make the game a lot more pleasing to the eye, but I don't, as I say, I don't really play this very much. I do like digital pinball games. As you know, if you've watched my channel, I've done quite a few digital pinball games. But I don't know, there's just something about this. Oh good, I got multi-ball again. There's something about, oh, that's terrible. God, I'm really doing badly here. Any more? One last shot. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the Vectrex, like, it's an awesome console, don't get me wrong, love the Vectrex, but I don't know that it works well in kind of replicating this kind of an experience, you know? Okay, well, that was terrible. Yeah, okay, well, let's give this a proper try. Now, that was just my warm-up. I haven't played it in months, so let's do it again. And we'll do a proper game this time. Looking good. Ooh. Yeah, I think with the overlay might be a little nicer, but man, I'm not a big fan of this game in general. However, I'm going to try something in a second that might improve the experience. Ooh. Can you nudge the ball? Oh, you can. Okay, yeah. Shifting the joystick left and right will allow you to nudge, but I'm going to give you an idea of how I'm holding the controller. I'm probably out of focus a bit, but these are the 2 flippers and that launches the ball. So to reach over and try and nudge this thing, that's not really practical. Is that back in focus now? Hope so. Alright, let's try another one. But like I say, I have a potential solution for that. And we'll just see. Alright, that was really terrible. We'll just see if my solution makes a difference. Alright, 4th ball. Come on, let's last a couple seconds here. Ooh, there we go. And right down the middle. Yeah, it's not a particularly good table either. Like, regardless of the ball physics or the fact that it's a Vectrex replicating a pinball experience, the table itself is a bit bland. I don't really think it's all that great. Alright, come on. Ooh, got a few of those. It'd be nice to get that last bumper up there. But I'm not going to nudge it. I'm sure you can tilt the table if you push too hard. Come on. Don't go down the middle. Oh, and it's gonna try and go down the middle. Well, that was a little bit better. Right, well, that wasn't really all that much fun. But, as I say, I have a slight alternative for a control scheme I want to try. About a year ago or so, I got this Sega Genesis controller modified to work with the Vectrex. And I have a feeling using these buttons for my flipper, I can't remember which one is 2 and 3. It might be maybe those two? I can't remember. We'll try it in a second. I think using those buttons for my flippers and this to nudge the ball might be better. It might be worse. We'll soon find out. Alright, now this is with the Sega Genesis controller plugged in. So, ooh, I cannot... okay. Pulling down on the D-pad's not doing anything. That's not a good sign. Oh, okay. Yes, that was just because I was in the press any button to continue mode. Alright, so yes, down on the D-pad does work for launching the ball. Which are my flippers? No, let's pause. Ah! Oh, okay, so button number, what was it? A on the Genesis is the left. B is that one. That's going to be interesting. Alright, here we go. Oh, and multi-ball. Ooh, hey, I got it in that thing that I wanted me to get it into. Oh, darn it. Now, that's really not... Oh, well, okay. Got quite a lot of points there. But that may have just been because it wasn't pulling all the way back. Let's do it like I did before. Not interesting. It didn't... okay. Yeah, interestingly, so if I pull the plunger back all the way, just like I did with the other controller, and release, it doesn't go all the way to the top left corner. It kind of goes up there, and then that thing. Is that a mode in the game? Did I, like, release some mode that I didn't know about? Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe I did. Okay, let's go all the way down and try again. Yeah, okay, that's the same. I must have had some kind of, hey, you did really well, you've released the gate mode, so my apologies on that. And I could nudge, I guess. Ooh. Get in the center one. Ah, tilted. Yeah, it's not any better trying to use the D-pad than it is to use the analog controller for nudging the ball, but regardless. I feel a little bit more, here, I'm going to show you, I feel a little more ergonomic just doing this with my thumbs. It's not great, but it works. I wish somebody would, like, really do something else with this model. Oh, that's the end of the game. Okay, I'll do one more. Yeah, I wish somebody else had, you know, kind of run with this pinball idea. I mean, even the Atari 2600 has a couple of different pinball tables on it, and although I don't think the Vectrex really lends itself well to trying to replicate an analog physical hardware thing, like it's not that the Atari 2600 is really that much more of an ideal thing for doing a game like this. It's, oh, okay. Ooh. Did I get an extra ball? I might have. Anyway, yeah, although I don't think that the 2600 is any more capable of doing digital pinball than, say, the 2600 or the Game Boy or any other of that stuff. It's always up to whatever people do, right? Like the pinball game that originally came out for the Atari 2600 is not terribly good. I have done it for, or there was a Midnight Madness was another game. In fact, what was the other one? There have been two since the original video pinball table. There have been two other Atari 2600 video pinball table things since the very first title, and they're pretty good in their own way. I don't know of anybody doing any other pinball machines for the Vectrex. I intentionally gave it a little nudge there. And these ball physics are not bad. I mean, it might work if you know, somebody designed a decent enough table, but I don't think this is all that fun. And I don't remember which ball I'm on. Oh, okay. And I think this will be, yep, last ball, and then I'll finish off my discussion here. Yeah, I just wish that there were more games like this that maybe use the pattern, like use the physics engine a little better than this. It's alright. And right down the center. Okay, well that's enough of that. That is Spinball, the one and only, to my knowledge, pinball game on the Vectrex. A bit of fun. Probably better with the overlay. Using this other controller is slightly improved, but not great. It's an alright game. I think I would give it... it's a 2 out of 5 for me. It's alright. It's not even like something... If I saw it in some thrift store or something for $1 or $2, I don't know if Vectrex games go for a lot now, but I wouldn't even say it's worth that. Like, it's poor. It's not even like mediocre. It's a poor game in my opinion. All right, well, that's enough of that. Until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.